Welcome back to the Padilla Family Homestead. We are over at my friend's house where all of my garden was this last year, and we have our green stalks that are full of strawberries. So she has one green stalk that is hers, and I have two regular green stalks and a leaf green stalk that is mine. And so today I'm getting the strawberries cleaned up because we need to for spring anyway, and then I'm getting these moved over to our duplex. The other thing on the agenda today is to dig up some asparagus and maybe a kale or two, and see if I can get those transplanted over at our new place. So we're gonna get going on this, and I'm gonna take you along with the journey. We do have animals out here and trains and so forth. So I'll share a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm gonna probably do some speed up, but basically I'll bring you in and show you the basic gist of what I'm doing. Okay, so most of these strawberries, I'm gonna go with the spinner so I can just move this one. Most of these strawberries already have some green coming back up. I do need to spray. These have something on them, and I don't remember what it was. I looked it up at one point, but I don't remember what it was. But all I'm doing is I'm coming through and I'm trimming off the dead leaves or dying leaves, and this particular variety was a ferocious running variety, so there's runners all over the place. And I'm gonna put these greens just over the fence here in her bed so they break down, or these browns I should say, in the bed right there, so they break down and become basically compost for her. I'm doing these at a good time though, because these are about to start to come back to life. These browns had actually helped protect the plants over the winter, and so now we are getting them ready to flourish hopefully and provide lots of strawberries. These are second year strawberries. We had bought the crowns from Stark Bros, and we did not pick all the first fruits. So for bigger fruits, the second year, you're supposed to pick your fruits, and I did not do that, and so we won't have probably as big of berries this year, but they'll still be good. Now I did pull a few strawberries of this variety out that's right here. Yep, you can see. And so I'm just putting these back in, some of this variety over here in. That way we have a nice variety of, well, a few varieties of strawberries. I didn't want to just take all one variety, but this soil is actually really cold, and so I'm not going to sit here and mess with this like crazy, continually digging down. Let's see what's another one I can pop over. When we get a good one for her. That one has some green and it's a little lower, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one because it will raise it up and help it be a little healthier. So this one will pop over here. am going to put a couple of this variety in. I only removed 3 from that one, but actually I removed 4 because one was just dead. But I have probably an equivalent of 1.5 planters full. Not all of these will have survived. So it looks like that first one survived. This one has a decent amount that survived. And then this one doesn't have as many that survived. Like that root right there is dead that I just pulled out. But that is okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, where'd my thing go? And dig up one of these. Maybe I'm not, because these things don't want to come up. This is a new one. So this one is a runner that attached itself, so I'm just going to add this over. And let's see, is there any other runners that are going to be easy to pull? This one might be a runner that's easy to pull. Yep. So this runner is actually from down here. But hey, it works. Alright, so now I'm just cleaning. I refilled the pockets from hers, and I'm just going to clean these up and down stack them and get them moved into the car, and then I will start on the next project. We're going to see how far I get today. This might be a couple of times coming out here, but we'll see what we can do. I am keeping in mind that under these layers, I'm being very cautious because there could be snakes or something else hiding in here. And so I'm trying to be aware of my actions. Where I lived before, I didn't have that issue really. But out here, you just never know. Now, where we have these, it's not highly likely. But it's still something I'm being cautious of. I will say that doing this part of a garden move, not that long after rain, probably wasn't that smart because these get very heavy when they are full of water. So if you're going to be moving them, I highly suggest doing it when they are drier. So the other thing that I need to do is come out here and grab some stuff. I think I might be taking the netting down today. And just doing a harvest on whatever I can, and then leaving a few things, and if they want to cover, they can cover. But I have some kale down here that I'm hoping can transplant into one of those GreenStalk towers. And then I've got some carrots to harvest. So we have some carrots down here to harvest. There's lots of weeds that have come back in this bed. We have some kale that I'm going to try to transplant that I'm really excited about. I want to try to split out some of this thyme, and this time, both of them. I'm going to grab some of these pansies that have done really well over the winter. I'm going to check out what's in here and possibly grab some of the chard and things that I was already planning on starting, but this way I don't have to necessarily start from seed right this second. And then, oh, look at how bright those pansies are. And then over here, this is a check-in on the garlic. The garlic is coming up and doing really well. So this will harvest this summer. And then this is the asparagus bed, and I'm gonna dig up some of the asparagus in this bed. Not a lot because I don't have a lot of space, but I am gonna plan on digging some of this up. So I don't know if I'm getting to all of this today, but what I can get to, I'm going to.
It was a long day, but I am amazed, y'all. I got it all done. So I went ahead and took off all of the bug netting, and I started breaking down the PVC pipes and taking out rebar and saving the clips. This can get costly, and so we are saving every bit of it. Every clamp that we bought was almost $1 a clamp. Those rebar pieces are about $5 a piece, and then the PVC adds up when you have this much space. So I started taking it all down and getting it all together, digging out some of the plants. I'm trying to leave a good, decent root ball on them. Now, this ground was rather moist, which was nice, but it was 70 degrees today, and the root balls did start to dry out by the time in the afternoon when I was actually getting these replanted. So that was something I probably should have had some moisture or something. So I grabbed some kale, grabbed a cabbage, grabbed a Brussels sprout, grabbing pansies and so forth. I do want to point out, look how green these beds are and how brown everything around it is. These beds that had the frost cover on them kept enough warmth in there that weeds are growing, everything's growing, and so these beds are very weedy. They needed some love and attention, and we haven't been there for a few weeks as these weeds were starting to grow back, and then it's been snow and everything else before that, so it definitely needed some work. But I was able to get the carrots harvested as well. I did leave a few in the bed. I tried to leave a little bit of everything, so if she wanted some, she could have some. But those carrots have some more time to be able to grow. And so she should get some more stuff out of it. She has some kale, she has some cabbages and things like that. So, left stuff over there. Grab some more pansies. I'm enjoying the pops of color, and pansies are edible, so that's a fun thing to have too. I made sure to grab one of the walking onions we got, and I have such a cute little basket of goodies going. There was not a lot in this bed that I wanted to take. I did find one little broccoli head, but there wasn't much I wanted to take. When it came to the asparagus, I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of room for this, and I needed to put it in a planter. So I only grabbed like six, or I think it ended up being seven pieces. Some were bigger, some were smaller. We planted this last May, and so these are, I think they were already 2-year crowns. So these are 3-year crowns now. And so some of them were really massive and some weren't. But I'm grabbing some out of the back end of this, just trying to dig up as much of the root ball as possible. I'm trying not to break a bunch off. And then I'm leaving the rest of this bed, and then she's going to take it, move it if she moves, or she has it to harvest and it will keep growing, which is awesome. I just kept grabbing the few things that I wanted to grab, and I got it all.
Took down all of the frost cover and all of that good stuff. We are packing up the PVC and the tomato supports. I've dug up what I'm going to dig up. And this is the end of the garden. For me anyway. Except for the garlic right there. The garlic I'll be back for. But I dug up a lot of fun stuff, so I'm ready to move on over to the next garden. I need my bug netting though, can't forget that. I'm gonna get the car loaded up. Well, it's partially loaded. My husband's on the way with the truck to put the rest of this in. And then I will meet you back, hopefully for the next video, on getting this stuff put away at the new duplex. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you back for the next video. I hope you are as excited as I am for the 2025 gardening season. See you on the next one.